Hi lovely people, this is Chandni Singh and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a highly requested video. It's all about cheap, affordable and great makeup. Yes, I'm talking about brands like Makeup Revolution, LA Girls. I have managed to get my hands on their eyeshadow, like glow palettes and everything. And I'm going to now do a complete tutorial using a mix of these brands. Sadly enough, the only thing I could not manage to get my hands on is an eyeliner. So I'm going to use a different brand eyeliner. But I promise you sooner or later I will try the eyeliner out and I will give you a review on the same. And so I spent almost 4 hours yesterday at my studio trying out all the products. And I am absolutely in love. I'm myself, like I'm somebody who owns all the expensive brands and everything. But of course, brands like Makeup Revolution and LA Girl, you can't ignore them. I mean, they've been around for so many years. They are good brands in the US, and of course, the quality is something that they will not compromise on. So I am going to start very soon. Keep watching. Right now, I am applying a high definition primer from the brand LA Girl, and this is what the tube looks like, and I feel the size is also quite a good one. I'm also going to, in the description box below, I'm going to mention about their prices, and the good news is going to be that these products are going to be available in my studio as well for you to buy. So whatever I like, I'm going to definitely stock it up at my studio, so definitely stay tuned with that as well. So I am the biggest fan of the Smashbox primer, which is also transparent, and this is what I realized. In fact, this product is absolutely transparent. You'll not be able to see it also on my hand. And yes, I do feel that it has kind of coated my skin in the nicest way, and it just feels so smooth and so much better. And yes, you all need to start your makeup with a primer always, because it kind of makes your makeup longer lasting, the makeup sits better on the skin, and it just looks beautiful. So I'm sure all of you already seen me use a lot of LA Girl Pro Conceal, and you see that I use a shade orange for my under eyes. Yes, I do apply a lot of orange, but however, I did lay my hands on the peach color as well, and I think it works beautifully for our skin. So peach is basically, now how do you differentiate between a peach and an orange? The peach kind of works for women, Indian women who are kind of on the fair side, and the orange works for you as you keep getting darker and duskier. And the orange also works. You might be a fair person, but your dark circles are really dark. Then in that case, you need to use an orange one. However, I have really been working hard on my under eyes, and I feel they have drastically improved. So I'm going to use a peach corrector today. And if you see, it's like a really pale peach, right? I'm just going to take this product and I'm going to apply it starting with my under eyes. And then I also take some and apply it on other dark areas of my face. And I'm just taking a damp beauty blender. Here I'm using the YBP Cosmetics Makeup Perfector, and I'm just going to blend this out. So until I got my hands on products from LA Girl, I mean, what I usually saw over YouTube videos and everything, that everybody used a lot of colors like pure beige and medium beige being the most popular colors in the LA Girl Pro Concealers. However, I could never really conceal my dark circles with it, and I always felt that, you know, they were too light for anybody to be able to cover their dark circles. So now that I had all the stuff in front of me, I have realized that the color Warm Honey really works well for my dark circles. I have a small tube of it, which is a tester tube. However, I'm just going to use it now. The shade I'm using is Warm Honey. So now I've applied that shade of concealer on my under eyes. I've also applied a little bit on the corner of my lips, on my forehead, and a little bit on my pigmentation that I have on my cheekbones, and I'm just going to start blending this out. You can blend it out with your fingertips as well, or you can use any brush also that you're comfortable with. So what I particularly like about the product is that it's so creamy and thin, and the coverage is great and just works beautifully on your skin. Even if you're somebody who's got lines under your eyes, because the product is rather thin and runny, it will not kind of accumulate into your lines and make them more visible. Absolutely blown by the coverage I've got on my dark circles, and if you all follow my YouTube or Instagram videos, you realize that for me, my under eyes have always been a constant struggle. The foundation that I'm going to use, and this is one product that I was totally blown away by. I mean, I can't believe how good these foundations felt on my skin yesterday when I tried it. And when I tried it and I went back home also, it was absolutely intact. My skin looked flawless. And yes, all you need to use is just one drop. And the color that worked perfectly well for me is called Nude Beige. The shade is 645. So here it is, just one drop. And I'm just going to apply this now with my Sigma Flat Kabuki brush F80. And now I'm going to set it in place with the LA Girl Pro powder. I'm using the shade Banana, which also kind of helps, it kind of brightens up our skin. Just taking a little bit of this powder on the tip of my beauty blender, and first thing I always do is set my under eye, and then I'm just going to take a little bit more and I kind of apply it all on my foundation. And I'm going to use the shade Bronze in the LA Girl Pro Conceal to contour my face. So I kind of mapped it all over my face, and I'm just going to start blending this out. So the product is so fine and so thin that it just blends in beautifully in spite of the color being really brown and intense. Totally recommend it. In fact, I've been using the shade Bronze for a while now. And the next step is going to be highlighting the face. Now this is highlighting the face. You can absolutely skip it also. I mean, if you feel that you want to add a little bit of brightness to your face, this is the step that you need to do. So now apply the color Creamy Beige over all the areas on my face that I would like to highlight. So primarily the center of the forehead, the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, sides of the nose, the under eye. And if you notice, I've also highlighted my jawline. This instantly kind of makes the contour pop out a lot more. And once again, I kind of just set it with a little bit of powder, and there you go, I'm done. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to start my eyes, and I'm going to share with you the Pro Primer for the eyeshadow. And it's amazing how these people have been so incredible to show us, to give us three colors. So they have one in black, one in skin, and one in white. Of course, black would work very well for any colors that are really dark. The skin would work for practically all the colors on the eyes, and the white just makes your eyeshadow color brighter and makes it pop out a lot more. So, but I'm all about keeping it very subtle and beautiful, so I'm going to use the beige. And I love the entire convenience where you can kind of take it all over your lid. Guys, the name of the color is Nude and it's not beige. Beige is just the shade that I was referring to. I just applied all over the lids. I even kind of take it all over my brow bone, and I just kind of smear it really well. It's taking me seconds to blend it, no patchiness, nothing whatsoever. I'm now going to use the eyeshadow palette, which is the LA Girl Nudes, and this is what the colors look like. And I'm also going to, they have a little brush with it, but however I'm still going to use my own brushes to apply the eyeshadow. It has a little reflective mirror, like a little small mirror in there, which is great because it always helps us do our makeup better. I'm just using the matte brown eyeshadow, and what here I'm particularly going to check for is the amount of fallout in the eyeshadow. So the matte brown color that I just picked up for the crease has not given me any fallout whatsoever. I've just applied that right in front of you. But remember one thing, ladies, always, if you have a lot of fallout in your product, if you use a good brush, the fallout will always be much lesser. So here I'm using the Sigma E25 brush, and here I have applied it in my socket, and absolutely love the color definition of the color. I think it really looks beautiful, perfect color for the crease, and I'm just enhancing it a bit more, and I love it. Absolutely love the pigmentation, and I've had zero fallout so far. And I also feel that this palette is kind of like a dupe for the Naked palette. And if you see, I've had zero fallout right now on my under eye. So I think this is absolutely like absolute value for money. Look at that. I mean, look at how effortlessly all my colors are blending into each other. Loving it. So using the LA Girl Mega Mascara, love the size of the brush. Let me see what the application turns out to be. In fact, I tried it yesterday and I quite liked it. So it does not give you the clumpiness. However, I do feel that as far as volumizing is concerned, this isn't like one of the perfect ones. But yes, if you just like a natural fill without being too clumpy, this is a mascara for you to buy. So the product that got me really hooked is the Revolution brow pomade, and the shade I'm using is dark brown. Absolutely fell in love with this yesterday when I tried it out. Much better than the ABH Dip brow pomade. In fact, I feel the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade is a tad bit too dry, so this one kind of just seamlessly goes onto your skin really easy, and has great definition. And I still remember that I had kind of tried the products around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and that I kind of hit the bed at about almost midnight, and it was absolutely in place. It had not shifted or budged or moved. So I think the Dip Brow Pomade, in fact, is one of my top products from the Makeup Revolution product that I've used so far. I mean, absolutely love it. As I said, it did not shift, budge or move at all. And there you go. I hope you like my eyes. I think the pigmentation of the colors is beautiful, so subtle, nice, and if you look at it, and as I said, there was no fallout. There's only one product that had a little bit of fallout, and that was the brow bone highlighter that I used. So I think in all, quite a good investment. And now I'm going to show you another product. This is called the LA Girl Blush Collection. It's the Glow, and what this has is 2 blushers, 1 bronzer and a highlighter. Now what's the most amazing thing is, usually I do not like bronzers which have too much of a grey undertone. I also do not like bronzers which have too much of a red undertone in it. You know, it needs to be the perfect warmth, right? And I think this bronzer like totally wins. Also, I feel that, say if you've given yourself a LA Girl, the Pro Conceal contour, and if you kind of want to just perk it up a little bit more, you can always take your bronzer and kind of apply it on top of it, just to kind of make it a tad bit stronger. This I also feel kind of sets the product in place, so that's always a good idea, especially when you're going dancing or if you have a bride. I think it makes a lot of sense. And I'm gonna finish the look with a beautiful blush and this gold highlight here. Absolutely love the peachy pink color they've given us here, and look at that, so beautiful, oh my god. And I think again I've had no fallout here, absolutely, and the color pigmentation is brilliant, and look at that, it just kind of shows out really well, so pretty. I'm the gold highlight now, and I'm using one of my Sigma fan brushes. That is so beautiful. With the same highlight, I'm just highlighting my cupid's bow, just a little bit here, a little bit on the bridge of my nose, and of course the collarbone. So nice color intense matte lipsticks. The one I'm using is Snuggle by Girl. Color intense, it's matte and yet it's creamy, does not give you an extreme dry feeling on the lips. So nice. And last but not the least, I'm gonna just finish off the look with the Girl Pro Setting High Definition Setting Spray. Quite refreshing, I must say. So there you go, this is my entire full face makeup using drugstore products, and surprisingly I have more or less used mostly Girl, a little bit of Makeup Revolution of course, but absolutely love the end result. I don't think my skin looks chalky or powdery or anything. In fact, that's the biggest problem that you find with affordable makeup, they don't kind of go on well to the lids, but if you saw, my eyeshadow just kind of went on to the lids. In fact, I have the biggest problem with eyeshadows, and I think my skin looks flawless. It's HD as well, so the coverage has been great, and yet it's just so thin and sheer, does not make you feel like you are wearing too many layers, and it's not cakey at all. And look at the highlight, beautiful glow. So I hope you like this tutorial. In case you like it, give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram at Chandni Singh Studio, and keep smiling.